today we have Sir Adnan with us, and he'll be giving his perspective regarding vape. So, sir, how are you?
I'm fine. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. As far as vape is concerned, my knowledge about vape is not, because I'm not into vape myself. But what I know about vape is that this is a new equipment, e-cigarette sort of thing. और इसमें what I've found is that almost I've gone through somewhere, I've read it somewhere, almost 68.9 youngsters, I mean the users of this vape, out of which 68.9% are the youngsters. So this is a bit alarming that youngsters are getting involved into it. And what I believe is that they are thinking that perhaps this vape is not that harmful as the cigarettes are. And perhaps the parents are taking it lighter. They are taking it not that seriously. This is the reason that the youngsters are getting involved into it.
Why do you think teenagers are interested in vaping?
Actually, the students, the youngsters, in fact, nowadays, they seem to be a little depressed. And unfortunately, instead of referring to Almighty Allah or referring to some mentor, they are getting into most of the time they have mentors among their friends, and they talk with their friends. So this is that they get this habit and from their peers, from their fellows, and one reason could be the depression they are going through, and second is that they try to be, as you used the word, cool. They try to be, more cool, and they try to cope up with their environment as students and their fellows around. They're using it, so they perhaps use it for this reason as well.
According to your knowledge, what are the side effects of vaping?
Side effects of vaping. It is said that jo vaping hai, that is not that harmful. Most of the time, this is what I have heard. But there is another opinion about it. What I have heard, I've discussed it with some of my colleagues, because I'm personally not into it, and neither have seen anyone close to me who is into it. But still, I have discussed with some of my friends and my colleagues and my peers, and I've found it that many of my peers and my fellows, they're of the opinion that this is even more, harmful than the cigarette. And secondly, another problem in it is that there are, I was reading another study as well, that rest of some other, intoxicants and some other, addictions that can be taken in through this way. This is not only that something nicotine or the replacement of cigarette, but many other drugs they can be indulged into, they can be poured into, they can be taken in through this vape. So this is very alarming.
So do you know anyone who vapes? Please share your experience.
Not very close to me, but I had an experience of one of my female student girl. She was used to have this vape, and unfortunately her friends they planned something against her, and they gave her something very intoxicant through this vape. And she was later kidnapped, and that was a very, very, scary sort of episode.
So, what do you think is the solution on how to quit vaping?
I believe that students and the youngsters, they should be constant. They should be talked about. They should be educated that this is no way to get out of depression. They should, consult their problems with their elders, with their mentors. At the same time, they should be educated that this vape or cigarettes and some other things like this, they are harmful for human body, and they should not get involved into it. But yet they should, find some other ways to, get out of it, out of their depression and their anxieties.